Hi, babe. Are you ready?
Serious.
Okay.
It's okay, sorry.
All right. My first question to you is, what have you learned in this 1 year about our relationship specifically? Or what have you learned about us? Maybe as individuals or collectively, you know?
Sure. That's a tough question. Like, why put us What have I learned about us specifically? Or what have I learned about you?
Hey, let's be honest with ourselves, you know, so that ultimately we also better ourselves in the process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I've learned to exercise a lot of patience, I feel. I've learned that I have to exercise. I feel like I want to look at you. Okay, look at the camera. I feel like I've learned that I have to exercise a lot of patience within our marriage because of the fact that I was actually thinking about it. I think, was it yesterday or something? I don't know. But I was thinking about how we are ever evolving. I feel like we're just forever changing. Just as people, as Mamelo, as Sibusiso Lwena, we're just forever changing, and we need to allow each other the space to do that, you know? Because I feel like more than anything, time has taught me, even in some of the challenges that we've had in this first year, that time and patience are not the only thing in Terutusa, basically. If that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I have learned that, yes, we need to be patient with each other because we are ever evolving. Like, we've changed so much, I think, in the past 12 months. Like, constant change, gradual, with each maybe month or two. There's just, okay, oh, now I realize that. Oh, now I know now that I need to let go of that. Oh, I learned, and that was a time. I think time played a huge factor in that, in patience. I think that's the best way I can describe that which I'm trying to explain.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
does that make sense though?
I don't know. It's your honest.
Do you get it? The
yeah.
point is, do you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay. Cool. Yay. Hey, baby.
Hey, babes.
How are you?
Right. How are you?
Good, thanks.
It's
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard.
It's coming directly at you, so.
Yeah, it's a bit
Yeah.
much, but we soldier on. Okay, babe. My first question to you is, what is the best memory you feel we've had or made in this year?
The best memory.
Or rather, what are you happiest that we have achieved this year? Together in marriage.
Together in marriage. I think we're doing well. I think we're doing well. I think we're doing well from the place where we come from, in terms of having to grow up and mature, understand each other, learn how to communicate, and not just learning how to communicate, but being effective in our communication. Because I think one of our biggest lessons in our marriage was learning that there's a difference between communicating and effective communication. Because sometimes communication by itself can just be partial communication, where yes, you spoke, yes, you did say whatever that needed to be said, but for the mere fact that whoever that it was being said to, my wife in this case, that it wasn't effectively communicated. So at that point, it wouldn't be like, it would be very unpleasant for us, because now expectations weren't really met, apologies weren't really what they were meant to be, stuff like those. And just, I think the overall health of our relationship depended a lot on communication. So what have we achieved the most this year? I would say definitely our level of communication and our skill in communication is definitely one of the things that I would say brought about happiness and success in our marriage.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it really does. Yeah, it really does, babe.
So, okay, question number 2. Maybe on a much lighter note. What, or maybe not.
Okay.
What are the things that you love or appreciate most about me having spent the whole year with me as your husband?
As my husband, I feel like you're always opening yourself up to learn. I think I was having a conversation with some friends of mine actually not so long ago about what I believe what makes a marriage work is just two willing people coming, together, and the fact that you're always willing to learn and to better yourself, For our marriage, you're always willing to learn and to better yourself. For me, for yourself, for others, I really, really appreciate and I love that. Or even leha honali, maybe something that you might not be seeing at the time, you're always willing, no man, and then maybe a few days later you'll get to your senses. Yeah, I appreciate that you're always willing to just better yourself. And I feel like the gradual growth, I want to say that I've seen in you as a man, like being a responsible man for your home and for your wife. That has also just been something that I've been very appreciative of. Just the realization, to say, I need to do better, I need to be better. And then you actually go out and do it. I'm just like, that's my man. Yeah.
Okay. That's cute.
I'm cute.
I didn't know you had those kind of thoughts about me. I appreciate that.
I live with you.
Okay, what is that now?
Okay, next question. What is the one thing that you would change about me, and one thing you would change about you?
About me?
Yes.
That's tricky. How do I answer that? What is the one thing that I would change about you? Let me see. I don't don't know if there's one thing I'll change about you. And the reason why I say that it's because yesterday, I think it was yesterday or something like that, a few days ago maybe, I heard somebody say something like the thing he didn't appreciate about his wife was a big contributor to the thing that he actually loved about his wife the most. I don't know how that works, but it made sense when he spoke it. Obviously now this is paraphrasing. And in my mind, I think I share the same sentiments also, where by human nature being two different people from two different backgrounds with two different ideas and mindsets and all of those things, we are not going to see everything the same and eye to eye, and for me, rather than changing anything about you, I think for me, I'm at a place where I appreciate that a lot, because I see how that adds value to me to even harness some of the things that are ideas or thoughts of mine or whatever it is that is just unique to me and that's just coming from me, as a projection from me into our home, into the universe and whatever. So I think you just being a different person altogether, the way that you are wired, I think it works for the kind of person that I am and the things that I do. So I don't think there's anything I'll change about you. What I would change about myself, I think there are a whole lot of things that I can actually change about myself, or rather not even change, but just do better in, just be better. And yeah. I think it's more improvement than change, is what I think. Yeah.
Nice. That's a beautiful answer, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I'm glad you see it that way.
Question number 3. Have you ever doubted our love and our union in this year? Have you ever had a moment where you're like, maybe this was not the right decision?
No. I feel like I've had a lot of that before we got married. Before we got married, I had a lot of that. Like, when we'd go through, like, periods of tension and it just feeling like, why is it so hard, man? Maybe this is not meant to be, Even during our engagement period, I feel like the tensions just debating, also in the planning process and things that involved family and all of that stuff. That's when I felt I questioned it a lot to say, is this even supposed to be happening? But in this year, no, I'm over that. I know for sure that we're meant to be. And if God forbid, pointing your way, we, things get so bad that we feel like we want to separate or take a break or whatever the reason would be at the time or whatever, it will just be that. I believe that with my entire heart of hearts. So I have no doubt that you are for me and I am for you.
Okay.
Okay. So, babe, in this year, what has been your biggest lesson? What has been what is the one thing that has stood out the most in terms of what you've learned? I think this is very similar to the question that you asked me, but what have you learned about? I think I also want to say us specifically as a couple.
Yeah. Got you. My theory about relationships, as I've learned this year, and I think I shared this with you. I don't know, was it a thought or what, but I had this idea that success is to elevate ourselves in becoming a stronger and better team, and just working together as a team, understanding both strengths and weaknesses as we both have, because none of us are great amongst each other, but together, we are really, really great. And so I think the element of teamwork for us as a couple is definitely a thing that I feel I've learned the most. To say the secret of the success, particularly for us, I feel relies on us being a team. Stronger team, a better team. All right, question number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have specific things that you feel like these I can do better in, and I can improve, and or I should become, or I should do? And if so, what are those?
Sure, okay. I think getting into what are those, excuse me, might be a bit of a, yeah, but definitely. I'm definitely nowhere near perfect. I've had a few realizations of my own, about myself, rather, things that I've had to kind of take a step back but generally, okay, I think it helps that generally I'm someone who is very self-critical. I feel like it works somewhat in my favor, Nini, because I'm able to, in every situation that I find myself in, to question, or now, what was my part in the situation? What could I have done better? Or how could I have handled the situation better? Or what did I do wrong? That might have triggered the next person or whatever. So definitely, there are a lot of things, babe, that I think you have issues or concerns or things that you have raised. Maybe even in an instance where you might have raised something not in the best possible way, but I was still able to kind of sit back and think, but naturally, just off of nature, how as a man, firstly, you do, I imagine, appreciate Ntotite. So maybe having Wibua a certain way was just out of frustration, but I understand, the expectation, I guess, ebanting or whatever. Really, there are a lot of things that I've definitely realized that I probably would be best that I work on and just better. Definitely, I'm nowhere near perfect. Nowhere near perfect.
Okay, that question was actually about me.
Okay.
Things that you felt that I can do better in.
Oh, you can do better in. Oh, I thought you were in.
You can try again, or we can move on.
Okay, let me just answer. I think, I think we've had multiple and several conversations, I think, around what I need and vice versa, Luena, what you need and stuff, and how we can. But like I'm saying, I was actually saying, man, I was in a conversation with a friend of mine, and I was actually saying, I could say it, but I feel like we've grown into this just beautiful, I don't know, I don't want to call it a phase, because I don't want to believe also Riafita, but we've developed so much in our union. Like the happiness, as much as relationships take work, yes, we know that and whatever, but now it just feels so organic. Like we're genuinely happy, and we're not like constantly having to work at being happy, and I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, like it just feels organic. It just feels like we're just like so in love. Like I can't express it enough. The happiness is just, that's it, and she's like, but yeah, the happiness is just so genuine, so organic, and just so in abundance. Like so in abundance. So yeah, we've grown a lot. Okay, baby. Now my next question then is, what has been the best thing about being married, and what has been the worst? there definitely has to be something that kind of shook you a little bit. So, I know what the best thing has been and what the worst thing has been.
To be honest with you, I can't remember what the worst thing has been.
Because we've been doing so well. No?
Yeah, like no cap.
Yeah.
Just to be honest, I don't remember the worst thing. The worst thing, like meaning the ugliest thing. The thing I hate the most about.
Something that made you even feel like,
Yeah,
maybe let me go home. I want to go
Yeah,
home
yeah,
a little bit now.
I would say our rate of self-improvement. Yeah, I would say our rate of self-improvement. Yeah, I think it slowed us down a little bit, you know, because I mean we did great this year. I really think we did great this year, like overall, you know, but I feel we could have been much better if we had just picked up the pace, self-improvement wise. The thing that I love the most about you.
What has been the best thing about being married?
Yo, the best thing about being married, I think for me, the food.
Wow. Okay.
No, for real. You know how home can be basic in terms of like food, eating, and that vibe. Yeah. You know, like everybody must just eat, guys. Shut up and just eat. You know, it's not bad food or anything, but also living out on my own, just me, that was a bit tricky because those are just like takeouts all the way through, right? Because I don't cook, I can't cook. I grew up with sisters, so you know what I'm saying. Me being the only guy amongst my sisters,
you just never learned.
Yeah, there was really no need for me to. Either my sisters are there or or so for me, I think it definitely has to be the food because.
Sorry, can I ask just on now? Have you though noticed or realized the importance of a boy child learning how to cook?
Not really.
So you still think it's not important?
Not really, because then you came, babe, as my wife, and you took over that role and happiness.
But you struggled on only one. You don't want your son to be able to
I didn't really struggle. I was okay with just buying food every day.
Okay, what our sons are doing now.
So my plan was, how much would I be spending on groceries? I made sure at least I've got figures of how much that would have been for my groceries. And I just bought takeouts every day. But it would just be rice and like fillets, stuff like those. And supplements. That's it. So oats in the morning, followed by like a supplement or something, and then rice, fillets, mince, stuff like those. And supplements all the way through.
But our sons are going to know how to cook and clean and do all of that stuff.
No, my point in this is, so the shift that happened when my wife came in was, all of a sudden, I eat like restaurant eating, guys. Like, if you guys knew how much weight I gained this year, it's crazy. But in my mind, I feel like I eat like restaurant eating literally every single day because there's so much thought and effort put into every single meal. And from just how it looks like to the taste, so everything is just always so perfect. I really enjoy my wife's cooking, and for me, I think just as somebody who really enjoys good food, my wife really does it well for me. Like, I think to a degree, I'm at a point where somebody restauranting are not necessarily great food most of the time. Like, you don't go to every single restaurant and oh my gosh, they blow your socks off, right? But what I'm saying is, in my house, I feel like my socks are blown every single day when there's something presented to me nicely there on the tray, with my drink there. I feel like it's been a dream of mine to eat like that every day of my life. But obviously, high that's my dad's house. So things are done however way he and my mom likes and agrees to. That was the thing, that was fine. But for me, I felt like I've always wanted to eat good food every single day, you know. So for me, I think that's a big part of my life that is proper fulfilled, man, if I can say that. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, babe. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I love you.
I love you.
Yeah.
Aw.
You're great.
Thank you.
You're a great wife.
Aw.
Yeah. Wonderful. I'm really impressed, actually. I'm really impressed at how we are doing, you know, and how our marriage turned out. I won't lie, like in the beginning, I was so nervous.
You're like, how is this thing gonna
How's
work
this thing
out?
gonna work out?
Hey.
You know? Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm concerned, like financially, are we gonna make it?
How?
How? You know? Emotionally, are we gonna make it? Like, are we gonna be cool with each other? What's gonna happen? You know? Are we gonna be compatible one to the other? You know? But I'm really impressed.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
I'm happy. So, all right. So based on your expectations, how would you rate the success of our marriage overall?
Overall.
Based on whatever your expectations were.
No, I think we're doing really exceptionally well. We're really doing exceptionally well. There are things that I think personally we know that we kind of need to break down and deal with. Essentially, those things I think are still there, but I think it's important we have come to the realization also there are things that I need to work on within myself that I'm not, you know, like your emotional I'll say emotional intelligence, you know, or maturity, but your emotional, like, what do I say? Emotional intelligence. Can I say that?
Yeah, I think for the context that you are trying to
communicate. Like, you know that emotionally you need to kind of work on, you know, dealing with that and handling that and managing that. And I feel like we've been doing absolutely amazing in that regard as well, which is another kind of something. There's growth there. So I genuinely, I think I'm at my happiest. I think I'm really at my happiest I've ever been in our relationship. So I really think we're doing exceptionally well. Our communication has bettered a whole lot. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm really married to my dream husband, my dream man. This is what I imagine my marriage to be like, you know. There are conflict situations that won't go away, but we're able to deal with them and get over them, and just love always wins. You know, like, it's just amazing to actually say that and just have that be a reality now. You know, wow. I'm really at my happiest, and I believe we both are, because my husband is always telling me how happy he is, like every other day. Yeah.
All right, cool. Appreciate that.
One last question, baby.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like for us to take into our second year of marriage moving forward? Yes, just that. What would you like for us to take into life moving forward?
I think always remembering that any day, every day, it's always me and you against the world. And love and respect, and just keep growing. Just to keep growing. You know?
Just a second, just one more second. Sorry.
Yeah, so I think for me, it's the element of, for us to keep growing. You know, like I said, it's us against the world, never us against each other. I think that was the thing that played a fundamental role for us this year, especially in the beginning, because people said the first year is a honeymoon phase. Hey, what? Oh my gosh, it's going to be going down. That really wasn't the case. Eh?
Nah, not
I think our second month, or maybe even third month, I can't remember what it was, but that was bad. Like that was like bad. Like that was tough. Things weren't going okay, you know, quarrels, fights all over the place. And I think the understanding that it's me and you against the world, and there can never be anything that you do, that you are doing, maybe as an intention to hurt me, or I don't know, maybe to belittle me even, or any negative thing like that, you know, that there's definitely something to understand about every situation, you know, unique to what it is. And I think understanding that me and you against the world, and, you know, loving each other, respecting each other, and growing, to always grow, no matter what, every single year, every single month, every single day, to just keep growing, you know, and actually having a growth plan, you know, because we can't just say that we want to grow and we're going to grow, but there is no formula and plan to how we're going to get there. So yeah, that's what I want to say.
Great. Thank you, babe, for answering my questions. I'm very, I think, taken aback a bit by some of your responses. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that's how you felt. But I'm glad we got. I think what we should score. I think what we should take into next year also is communicating the things that we like and enjoy. Yeah. You know, the things that we are happy about, the things that we are proud about. Yes. To communicate those a little bit more. Yes. You know, I love that. Than even anything negative at all. Yeah. You know, yeah. I love that. All right, thank you, baby. I love you.
All right.
I love you.
I love you so much, baby.
Okay, cool. Bye.